What's good, guys? Just came to give you guys an update. It's been a lot going on since that last video. I'm no longer at my friend's house. That did not work out. As I told y'all, it wasn't working out before. When I made that video, it definitely didn't work out at all. So, I allowed her to be the first to say it. Because I just don't do well with confrontation and negative energy. Even though it was already negative, that's how I knew it would be a negative energy. But it turns out that she was saying a lot of things behind my back, assassinating my character in so many ways, which I ain't never gonna be okay with. I'm never gonna be okay with that. So I wouldn't say that we're friends anymore. We are still associates. We have a mutual friend now that I met through her that has actually been more of a friend to me than her. So I've been out of there since Friday. What day was Friday? The 25th, I think. I just phone. I think it's the 25th. Today's the 28th. Today's Tuesday the 28th, so it might have been the 24th. Anyway, I've been out of there for a few days now. She had the nerve to feel some kind of way, which is weird because she's the one who said it wasn't working out. Like, it wasn't working out, but she's the one who said it wasn't working out. She gave me until the 30th, which is this Thursday, to get out, and then got mad because I left early. Like, anyway, I'm not even gonna get into that right now. That will be its own series probably, because it was a lot. She was talking really bad about me, and then threatened to sue. Well, she didn't threaten me. She told the mutual friend that she was gonna sue me. She would have lost real bad, but it's the point that she was even thinking about it. Anyway, so I stayed in an Airbnb. It gave me some peace because I was waking up at my own time and just getting things off my chest, because I got to catch up with family, friends, and just the mutual friend pretty much confirmed all the things that I was feeling that was going on in the background, because my intuition is on point. My discernment is top tier. So I already knew that she was on some different stuff. Like, before it started to reveal itself, I already could feel the energy. So it just came to light, as it always does. And so I was at the Airbnb, just decompressing and getting that negative energy off of me, and starting to get I guess myself together. I'm really not together still. Honestly, I left early also because I had signed up for, actually, was it that Friday? Or was it Thursday? Last week. I got accepted. Well, I went to an interview about a program that, gives you a place to stay and helps you, you know, get back on your feet pretty much. But I wouldn't know until today if I got accepted for it or not. So that's another reason why I left, because she lived too far away from the program and I didn't want to have to ask her for a ride. So I got an Airbnb that was close to the program. That way I could just get an Uber or something to the program. So I had to be out of the Airbnb by 11. So I called the program at like 10 to see if I got approved or not. And apparently the director hadn't went over my application yet. But She said it was still looking good. I just had to wait till about noon. So me being the resourceful, quick thinker that I am, I didn't really have anywhere to go next. So I did some research and found a community center nearby. And I went to the community center and they offer you like a place to like come get out of the heat. And so that's why I chose there so that I would not just be outside looking homeless. Honestly, so I wouldn't be outside looking homeless, and I could go to a safe place and bring all my stuff because I'm practically homeless. But um, so I was sitting in the community center for hours, from like 11 a.m. to like 4 p.m. So 3-4 hours straight, trying to figure out what my next move was going to be. So the lady ended up calling me and letting me know that I did get approved to the program, but they wasn't going to have a room available for me until Monday, because somebody was leaving out of one of the rooms on Friday. Why I still had to wait till Monday is like, anyway. So I was like, I don't have anywhere to go till then. So that she was like, oh, well, let me see if there's, something sooner or now. So she put me on hold and came back and was like, there is another room available, but I have to wait till tomorrow morning to get in it, which is better than waiting till Monday, because, man. Anyway, so, which she was saying because there was something, I guess, wrong with the refrigerator in that one at first, so she just had to make sure that I would be able to get into the room or whatever. So I get to go in the morning, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of really favored in a way that I had a message that. So the favor that was granted to me in that situation is the way the program is set up. Pretty much, I would be staying in a house with like 8 women sharing a room, right? And that was the room I would have had to wait to on Monday. But because they needed to expedite me a place to stay, I'll be staying in the house where there's 4 women, so then I'll probably have my own room. Thank you, Jesus. But it's a conditional approval. Like, I guess I won't get full approval until after I get a mental health assessment, which I'm not crazy, so I'll pretty much pass. And I gotta get a TB test. Now, I do not do TB tests. I heard they're not that bad, but I already don't do needles. I barely like to get blood work done. So that probably, we'll see how that goes. Because if they do blood work and they can do the TB test like that. Because no, I don't do TB tests. I have avoided every time that I had to do a TB test because I know I don't have TB. So I'm not doing it. And I feel like you could give it to me that way. Like, no, I just don't like it. Because no. No. So, I'm praying that, like all the other times he's got me out of it, God will get me out of this TB test as well. I literally passed up on a job because I didn't want to take a TB test. And the last time I got a job that was supposed to require me to get a TB test, I got my way around that too. So, but I don't have that the way I got around it, I don't have that option down here. So here I am. But I'm finding a way to get out of that TB test. I don't like it. Something about it just don't sit right with my spirit. And why do I need it anyway? I'm not like, God willing, I'll get out of that TB test. Man, my lips look so dry. I'm sorry. I haven't got to drink my usual amount of water because I was out all day, and that place didn't have a water fountain. Well, that I saw. And I wasn't going to keep asking around. So I ended up getting me another Airbnb for the night, which this one is really, really, it's much nicer than the last one I was at. I mean, the other one wasn't like not nice. It just wasn't as clean as it was supposed to be because they leave it up to the people to clean it. And it's like, you know, if you let people decide if they're going to clean or not, most times they're not going to clean. So the bathroom, it wasn't filthy, but it just wasn't clean enough for me. And the kitchen, I only went down there to use the microwave, but it wasn't clean enough for me either. And this room is so nice. I want to move in. I want to move in. I'm going to insert some pictures of the last place, and I'm going to show y'all a video of this room that I'm in. Oh my God, it's 10 times better, 10 times cleaner. I want to stay longer. I want to stay longer. It's so nice. I already feel peaceful, but I'll put that in here for y'all. But it's been a very long day. I did very well without about not crying, but I just opened TikTok right after Bible study, and the first thing that popped up was a video of Tabitha Brown talking about don't quit what you started. Lord.
Finish what you started. Okay? I know it's getting tough. You're tired. It feels impossible. It's getting harder. But finish what you started. Don't forget why you even started in the first place. But you must finish what you started. Everybody said you wouldn't finish. Everybody counted you out. Don't you dare prove them right.
Today broke me a little bit inside. I ain't even gonna lie. But what's that meme with Marlo? Yeah, if you know, you know. I will see if I can insert that right here, because girl.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
But because I am the woman I am, the faith that I have, I'm making it without. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I had to put some lip oil on. I mean, it still look dehydrated to me, but it feels better. But anyway, what was I saying? It's been a long day, y'all. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Luckily, I did get a little bit of help as far as money goes, because I took a large chunk out of what I had at first to get the first Airbnb for the what, 4 days. Let me see. I'll say 4 days. And luckily my uncle came through, gave me a little bit more to help me out. I'm gonna need some more money eventually, but for now, hopefully by the time this money gets low, I'll be to have a job. I really wish I could rent a car, because these Ubers or Lyfts are going to add up eventually. But luckily, today was the first time I actually had to pay for it myself because one of the friend helped. I paid for it my Airbnb, but the friend helped me. She used her credits to give me an Uber from the last house to the first Airbnb, so I didn't have to pay for that, and that was the longest ride. So I'm so grateful for that. But then I spent what I would have paid for the Airbnb. I mean, not the Airbnb, but probably the Uber that I took. I spent that on getting some things. I got me some pizza to last me. Well, I got more than pizza, but it was Little Caesars to last me through the 4 days that I was gonna be. Well, technically 5 days, cause I know how to make things stretch. I got just enough food to last me, and I literally just ran out of that food today. And they was running out of toilet paper, so I ended up buying like a little cheap little 4-pack of toilet paper so that they could at least have some. I mean, I told the lady today that she needed to get some more toilet paper, but no, I wasn't gonna not have no toilet paper. I mean, she said I could have just wrote her and told her, but you should be more aware of what's going on in your place. And there was no soap, so I bought my own soap too, because I need to have some hand sanitizer or something to wash my hands when I use the bathroom, because yeah, germs. So I bought me some what's it called? Hand soap and toilet paper, and I got something to drink and sustained myself. I meant or planned to take myself out to just disassociate from my life for a little bit. Just being honest, to just disassociate from what's been going on and just try to do something normal and get out of the house. But today was such a long day that did not go as planned. I had made a reservation. I already feel some kind of way because that's the first time I ever had to pay to make a reservation. But I paid. It was only like $3 and like 75 cents. But I still. Why do I have to pay for a reservation? Anyways, but I didn't get to make it because so much was going on today, and it was just. It's been a long day, okay? But so I had planned to go to this nice restaurant, and they was gonna have a saxophone player today, and I love the saxophone. My favorite person is Kenny G. Always has been, always will be. But I wanted to just enjoy the music and eat some food and just not think about the day that I was having or the week or the month and a half that I've been having, for once to just not think about all that's been going on. But that did not go as planned. But I did go to Bible study still, so right. But I'm probably gonna order me some food. Okay. All right, I'm back. My mom was calling, so that's why it just kind of cut off. I thought I was talking about Bible study, but I just got my food too. It's been a really long day. So long. But I got a place called Clutch City Cluckers. We better see what it's talking about. But I got. So I guess this is a solo mukbang. If this is a small, this is it's like waffle fries with chicken tenders, nacho sauce, pickles. I feel it, and I think they're clutch sauce. In here, and then I got me 2 bottles of water because I told y'all earlier I was feeling very much like a dehydrated. And I'm not like that. I have not gotten enough water today. And then I got this. It's like it's supposed to be a chicken wrap. There's 2 pieces like this and fries. They were stuck together. I didn't just pour that many out. I did not pull that many out on purpose. They all came together, okay? It is what it is. But I got 2 waters. Because, they didn't have no cold water. Well, I didn't check the refrigerator. I just checked the freezer, and there was an ice tray that was empty, but I filled it up because why did you put it back in there empty? That it's giving man energy, but no offense to the fellas, but that's something y'all would do. Put an empty ice tray back in the freezer. Why? What was the reason? But
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason?
I also, they can get the ketchup I didn't ask for. And also, because I'm not the type of person that's gonna give me some food and not get a dessert. They did not have to they wrapped my receipt up in the bag for the milkshake. First of all, why did you put my milkshake in a bag? No. So apparently the driver did not know that this was a drink. It's a Mexican float, which is pretty much Coca-Cola from a bottle and ice cream. But I feel like some of it ain't in there. But anyway, let's get into this as I continue to talk about food. Sorry. Let me see what this hit and like make sure I like it first. But I am gonna eat first. I probably should eat this first because it's definitely starting to melt. Or drink, whatever. Not too bad. Not too bad. I just feel like I didn't drink that much, but it's already. Never mind. Jesus. Maybe it's because of this big ass straw. Anyway. I'm not gonna complain. Because I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat it all. But let's see. The fries was cool. Let's see what this wrap is talking about. Okay, Cluck City. I see y'all. I'm glad I decided to get the sauce on there. This other thing is messy. Let's get a pickle. And fry. That's a chicken. No, I'll bring the damn fork. That's embarrassing. I'm trying to eat with you guys. But the fries are at the bottom, okay? Let's see this clutch. Okay. Just give me what it's supposed to have gave. I fucks with it. I fucks with it. I feel like they should put some more pickles in there. I should, next time I don't get extra pickles. I hate when chicken gets stuck in my soup. I'm gonna brush my teeth when I get out of the shower anyway. Sorry. I was thirsty for some water. Now, mind you, I got this big old thing of water, but it's faucet water. And it's not cold like that. Well, that ain't like ice cold like I would like. But, what's gonna happen is, I feel like the Coca-Cola's out of there. What's gonna happen is, I'm gonna put, this waters in there. I'm pour that out. Put these bottles in there. Put that ice that I put in the freezer in there, because I hope nobody touched it, because y'all wouldn't think about no ice. But you know how people do. Anyway, put some ice, put the waters. I'm sorry for the smacking, but yeah. So that's how I'm gonna do that. But back to what I was saying. Just finish what you started. Oh, it broke me down, because I have been holding back tears all day anyway. So, man. But of course I'm gonna finish where I started. I have to. You guys are here now. And like she said, I know there are people that are hoping I feel the person that I just had to escape from. I know she hoping I feel. She didn't even expect me to do what I did and how I did it. So, but I know God is going to use it. It's crazy because I just posted a video on my Instagram/Facebook about how nothing ever goes as planned. For today, this did not go as planned. You gotta stand beside him, okay? Trust the process is what I said. So here I am, trusting the fucking process. Excuse me, Lord. Trusting the freaking process, because today did not have to be the way that it unfolded, but it all came together. It all came together. So as much as I really, really like this room that I'm in, like a lot, because it's so nice. But I go to the program tomorrow. I gotta be there by, like she said, I can be there by 11, but if I come at like 10, that's fine too. I gotta double check to see when the checkout is for this place. So yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. Most likely taking an Uber or Lyft, whichever was cheaper, because I'm trying to save every penny I can as best possible. But thankfully, the program is going to help me get food stamps. I never had food stamps. I've never been on, me personally, I've never been on any government assistance like my mom, my stepmom have. But when I was in high school, my stepmom told me, if best possible, don't get on government assistance, because they're gonna be all up in your business, and they you gotta tell them every little dollar you make and all that. So I always try to make it on my own. But given the situation I'm in, I could take all the help I'm gonna get. So we'll see how much food stuff they give me, because I will have some cabinet and refrigerator space per the program. So, but I'm not going to be going to the food step. They're not taking me to the food step office until Thursday. So I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Probably should save one of these. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But yeah, so there's that. So go to the program tomorrow. Like I was saying earlier, I'm pretty sure the favor on this part is that I'm going to have my own room instead of a roommate. I'm still going to be sharing a house with 3 other people, but that's better than 8 other people. So, yeah. But I gotta write like a paper too, a life story paper, which is fine, because I need to get back into writing. Y'all will get that part too, but I have to find me a job now, another job. I did put in an application on Indeed for something. Can't remember what it was at this point. I was just trying to put in some, show some, what's the word? Oh, anyway. But I know that the old agency that I used to work for back home, which is Adecco, I'm pretty sure some of you probably have heard of it. But I know they have some positions available, so I'm going to try. I tried to apply through their app, which wasn't working, and I tried to apply online, which also wasn't working, because it's like, what's up with that? So hopefully, because the program has a computer lab, hopefully I could go to one of their computers and try again on an actual computer, because I was doing it on my phone, so maybe that was the problem. But try it on an actual computer. I know there's at least two, no, 3. Well, I'll say 3, because I don't know. Because when I was trying to apply, I kept saying that they were unavailable, so I don't know if they are. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I gotta find a job. One of the girls that I met down here was asking me, did I try Care.com? But I'm like, after the situation I just went through, I don't even think I want to be a nanny anymore. I mean, granted, that doesn't mean that all people will be like that situation, but I want a break from kids right now. I want a break from kids. Maybe if I get my own car, when I get my own car again, I will revisit the nanny situation. But right now, no. I'm supposed to. My friend is supposed to. She lives in Seattle, but she's supposed to be trying to do her real estate house flipping down here in Houston, and she wanted me to be the project manager to, make sure everything's on track, which I have a little bit experience about with that. I used to work at GE, and I used to have to schedule like the appliance drop-offs with contractors and stuff, but that's like the closest to it that I've ever been. But I've always liked interior design, because I feel like a lot of people do not design their homes right. Honestly, but we're not going to get into that. And I've always been interested in flipping houses, so it'll give me a chance to see how it works from the inside. That way, when it's my turn to actually start doing it, I'll know a little bit more, So hopefully that pans out. We'll see how that goes. But until then, I'm going to be looking. And the girl who suggested Care.com said that she would help me look for a job too. So it's going to come together. It's just, I have to take it one moment, one day at a time, because otherwise I will get overwhelmed and I'm already fighting off depression as it is. So, anyway, I got time to be stressing and overthinking. Today was already a day of overthinking. Well, and not even overthinking, just extra thinking. Like, my God, I use my brain so much, I'm starting to get a headache. The amount of stuff I had to research and program, you know. Because honestly, I don't know how this program's gonna work out. If they don't use my blood to find out about the TB test, I'm not gonna be able to do the TB test. I know I'm not. And it's like, because I don't even understand why I need to do that. Usually, when I have the times that I've ever had to do a TB test was because it was like healthcare, medical stuff. This ain't that. Fuck y'all need a TB. Or why do y'all need a TB test? I'm sorry. I just don't like TB tests. Don't like it. I don't like it. So we'll see how that goes. But I got a paper from the community center about what was it about? Resources. It was a help card thing about different resources that I can call around and figure out some other options, pretty much. So I will do that. There was one place I was really trying to at least get into contact with, but last week when I called, there was like a phone tag because you can't just, it says call directly, but you can't get through directly. And then because the number wasn't saved in my phone, the call wasn't actually coming all the way through. I tried to call back today. Nobody called me back, so might have to find somewhere else. And that's why, listen, God is going to order my steps. It's all going to come together. So that's what I believe. That's what I have to stick with. But once I really, of course, I'm going to continue to document this journey for us. I was going to say for y'all, but it's for both of us. And we'll see how it pans out. God is in control. So, once I get some kind of settled, because we're gonna see how the program goes for the rest of this week. So, I'll be back next week to tell y'all how it's going and how I'm gonna move forward depending on how it goes. So, because I don't know when they're gonna make me do the other stuff. So, we will see. But until then, one day at a time. I'm gonna eat my food. Excuse me. I'm gonna eat my food and finish watching some YouTube. I'm gonna eat my food, take a shower, then watch YouTube until I fall asleep. Type of situation. But I'll catch up on my Bible readings too. That's gonna be the rest of my night. Because I'm going to have to wake up early in the morning regardless so that I can get to this place in the morning. They will pick me up from, if I have a friend bring me, they won't, because they don't want a lot of people knowing the address for whatever reason. It's like, why? It's gated anyway. It's not like they could just get in. It's gated. So why does it matter if people know where it is? But anyway, I still might take the Uber because there's like a fee. It's called Fiesta Market, and they'll pick me up from there. But I might just go in there and try to get me some food until I can get the food stamps. So there's that. If you feel called to, please leave some encouraging words in the comments. I will leave my Cash App in the description or in the pinned comment. So if anybody feels called to help a sister out, I would greatly appreciate it. Of course, I'll figure it out regardless, as you can see. But I would greatly appreciate some help until I can get back on my feet or find it, get a job and get back on my feet. So I would greatly appreciate it, but only if you feel called to. That's the only time I won't. Only if you feel called to. Okay, all right, y'all. Be blessed. I will see y'all next time.